Ah, just the miner I was hoping to see. Have you struck silver in them dar hills yet?
You know it's not hills, right?
Of course. Sure. Mostly. Look, I love working with precious metals, but I have no idea how to extract them. And I need some silver for our wedding bands. If you dig up some raw ore, Natalia can turn it into an ingot that I can work with.
Let's see what I can find. You and Angus deserve the most beautiful rings.
Ah, summer. The time when I haul out my military-grade sunscreen. Angus makes fun of me, but look, the most important part of skincare is protecting your skin from the sun.
No offense to Angus, but he looks like he might need military-grade sunscreen too.
Right? I don't want to say I told you so when my beloved gets a melanoma, but I have told him so. Every year.
Bum, 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 bum. Wow. Oh! Oh! Got one! Is that a bottle? With a recipe inside.
My pa used to love the summer festival.
He sounds like a fun guy.
Well, yeah, and it put us in the black every year. Folks in Fairhaven can put away a lot of wheat ale on a hot summer night.
Should I go to bed? Morning, Parker. Can I help you with something?
Well, yes, actually. Natalia told me all about the great job you did on the mine. And you know that broken bridge over yonder?
Uh-huh. What'll it be?
Well, some more wood and some iron from your mine would shore up the supports. The mayor's excited because a scientist with a big research grant wants to move into the old lookout post. But I just want to take walks up the mountain pass again and visit my favorite flowering dogwood trees.
Okay, I'll help.
Thanks. You can bring the supplies by my shop when you're ready. I stopped by the old ranch to take some measurements. Inside, I found a closet full of clothes and rotten food in the fridge. It's like the guy who lived there just left. Didn't pack, didn't clean up.
You still liked that, didn't you, Kitty?
Hey, I've heard you're helping with the summer festival.
Word gets around quickly in this town, doesn't it?
Every summer, I make my giant strawberry shortcake for the whole town. It's my own personal mission to make it bigger every year. One day, I'll beat the world record. I need strawberries. Heaps and heaps of strawberries. It would be so awesome if you could spare some. Oh, I hope my flower delivery comes in time. It's great that Thomas is helping out with the summer festival snacks this year. He usually grumbles anytime someone brings up the summer festival. I wonder what made him change his mind.
It's a perfect day. Gosh, if I weren't working, I'd put on a bikini and head down to the beach. One thing I love about Fairhaven is that nobody tells me bikinis aren't for me, which I got in the city sometimes.
That is messed up.
And plain wrong. I may be unlucky in love, but I look great in nylon spandex.
I just love feeling the summer sun on my skin. It's an all-natural mood enhancer. Nothing like the sun in Los Angeles, thankfully. That light is merciless.
Should only take a day or so.
Kids must be bored already with school out. Seen Juliet round here a fair bit, but maybe she just wants a quiet place to practice her music. Still waters run deep with that one.
Mom said it would be good for me to go to the beach since it's so nice out. But what would I do? Like sit on a towel and stare at the water?
Thank you. I was running low on these. I was delighted to learn there's a summer festival in Fairhaven when I first moved here. There's one back home called Tirgran, the Festival of Rain. My family didn't really observe it, but my friend's family did. Her mom made the most amazing saffron rice pudding every year.
Every time Juliet complains that she's bored, I just ask her to help me prep something for the summer festival. And magically, she's hardly ever bored anymore.
Tara, so what do you think? Should the canned beans go on the top shelf or the middle? Are beans eyeline worthy?
Reorganizing, Lena?
Well, yeah, the store has looked almost exactly the same since my grandparents ran it, but it's hard. Nostalgia, you know?
Listen, you can follow your own inspiration while still honoring what your family passed down to you.
Huh, you're right. I should put my own spin on things. Part of the reason I haven't wanted to change things is so my dad won't be disoriented if he comes back to Fairhaven. But he hasn't been able to leave the rest home in Milkwater for a long time, and he probably never will. Well, thanks for letting me think out loud, Tara.
I'm getting the sense that Fairhaven's festival isn't just about the solstice. Is there a story behind it?
Oh, yes, there certainly is. Here, let's step outside and I'll explain. This is a statue of my ancestors, Peggy and Molly. They lived here during colonial times.
Whoa. I knew your family had been here for a while, but I didn't realize just how long.
One summer during the Revolutionary War, the British Navy demanded all of the town's stores. So the people of Fairhaven loaded all of their crops and livestock into a storeroom ready for transport. The next morning, the soldiers opened the doors and saw an empty storeroom. So they had to sail away empty-handed. Then Peggy and Molly led the mayor of Fairhaven to the lighthouse. And there it all was. The girls swore up and down that they'd prayed on it and a miracle had happened. To this day, we still don't know how they pulled it off. But we celebrate it, even if we don't understand.
And here I thought this was just a statue.
Oh no. It's rare that the things around us are just anything.
Summer fishing is a big tourist thing in Milkwater, right? Ever thought of moving?
Thought about it, sure. But nah, I can't stand the kind of tourists that come to Milkwater. So fancy. At least folks here know how to behave.
What's your selection of fantasy books like, Wesley?
Quite robust, though the titles I carry are a bit, obscure.
I'll have to visit your shop sometime and see for myself.